Hi, it's Linda Pitsoulis, and I am back. I want to talk about how there are no coincidences. I have come to recognize and understand that everything is divinely orchestrated. There are things that I did long before I got on a conscious spiritual path that are coming up now that are tying together my clarity as to my soul's purpose. And I'm just going to bring up a couple of them. They both have to do with some of the ahas during the time or immediately after I provided respite for a young boy, 15-year-old, who I knew from years and years ago in infancy. I met him at a group home where I volunteered, and I had applied to volunteer there just before my mom passed away, which I wasn't expecting her to pass away. But I did it in anticipation of, well, whenever the day comes, I'll need to have things to do, because at the time I was not working and focusing my attention on her. So I embarked on the journey of becoming a foster parent after it's a long story, and I'll post a recording that explains it separately. But just a couple of months ago, the Office of Civil Rights contacted me and asked me if I would tell that story for them to post on a federal site and to commemorate the 30-year anniversary of the American Disabilities Act. So I did do that. And that was a very big aha for me, that something I did back in the mid 2000s had such a ripple effect. Well, the same thing applies to my actually becoming a foster parent, that the reason I became a foster parent never came to fruition, but it did enable me to be in a position now when one of the other children at the group home, this now 15-year-old, needed somebody to be there that he knew. And for him to gift me other ahas that tied together aspects of my soul's purpose, and that stem back to my childhood and the death of my brother. One of the things I walked away with as a result of my brother's death was, looking back in retrospect, right, that it's really critical that there be a village to raise a child. Parenting is not strictly for one or two people. It really does require a village because there are so many dynamics to it. The whole system in charge of foster care could afford to be more encompassing of that, that there be more of a community village raising children. And it's becoming more and more apparent to me that childhood trauma, overcoming childhood trauma, and the effects it has on not only a child, but the ripple effects it has is part of my soul purpose, because it has a ripple effect to society as a whole and everything that's going on right now. And it's just really remarkable. I mean, I can't say it differently, that everything is divinely orchestrated. Call it God, call it the universe, call it source. I don't think there's a better chess player around to strategically place all these little figures and situations, and for them to come back 10, 15, 20 years later to be part of a far bigger plan. And I think it's just so amazing. I could get into more details about it, but I don't want to make this a very long video. So what have you done in the past that has gone like full circle or something to where you're like, oh, wow, no wonder that happened? Has there been anything like that going on in your life? I'd be interested in hearing about it. Put it in the comments section. Let's see if we can't get a conversation going. I look forward to reading your comments. Have a great day.